Hey everyone, so a little over 3 weeks ago I had rotator cuff surgery. I had a bad fall and ended up with a complete tear of my subscapularis tendon. So I had surgery to reattach the subscapularis tendon, which involved a biceps tenodesis, which is basically relocating the head of the biceps further down on the humerus. It all involved about 5 anchors, I believe, and was done arthroscopically, which is great. Just wanted to share kind of my experience with recovery. I know everybody's experience is going to be different, but hopefully this will be helpful to someone. And yeah, I know there's some other videos that are maybe more detailed and professional, and I will post a link in the description to one of my favorites. All right, thanks for watching. Hey guys, so it's about 11:30 p.m. on day 1 of my rotator cuff surgery. Had the surgery this morning. I had a nerve block at about 9 a.m. and that's supposed to last 24 hours, I think up to 48 hours. But in my case, at least right now, it seems to be wearing off. I've got some feeling back and movement back in my hand. So I'm going to be interested to see when any kind of pain kicks in, because I have pretty much no feeling still in the shoulder. So we'll see how that goes. I'm avoiding going to bed to just minimize discomfort and sleep tonight, but we'll see how the first night of sleep goes, and I'll report back on that tomorrow. All right, good night. So, second day after surgery, first full day after surgery. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Had a pretty rough night, probably about 2 hours of sleep. I went to bed at I guess around midnight with some NyQuil, and the nerve block looks like started wearing off at about 4 a.m. So I got up and took some Tylenol, 1,000 milligrams Tylenol. My pain level was probably around 6 at that point. And then by 5 a.m. I had pretty high pain level, I'd say 8.5 to 9. So I got up and took 1 oxycodone, and that wasn't real effective. So at 5:30 I took 1 more, and that took it down to probably an 8. So yeah, a little rough with the pain in my case. I'm sure every case is different, but I had some, pretty intense pain. So yeah, waiting on that for that second dose. My pain level now is probably around a 7, upper 7. So yeah, just kind of dealing with the pain side of things, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe after the second dose of oxy, things will get better, and then hopefully wean myself off of that as quick as possible. So yep, I'll check in with you a little later. See ya. It is about 9:30 p.m. on day 1. We're gonna call it day 1 of recovery, the first full day of recovery after surgery. So yeah, after a rough night and rough morning, I had a little more pain later that morning, and then ended up having some ibuprofen. I had 800 milligrams ibuprofen, and that turned out to be the key. Somehow that got missed in my instructions for recovery. And I talked to a nurse, and they suggested adding that, and it made a huge difference. I don't think the oxy does much for me. That's me personally, maybe. But when I added the ibuprofen along with the Tylenol and the oxy, that really started to do the trick for the pain. So might not work for everyone, but that combination really worked for me. Hey, so I'm on day 5 now on the recovery, so I'm about midday, day 5. Things are getting a lot better. Pain has gotten a lot better. I'm down to a minimal, just mostly ibuprofen, no oxy or Tylenol, just ibuprofen a couple times a day. So nights have gotten a little better, sleeping better. I'll definitely sometimes wake up with some pain and just get up and take some Ibu, maybe do some icing. So a couple tips I'd like to share. The big one you can see right here is this shoulder strap. When you're wearing this thing 24/7, it definitely becomes painful. So I should have started this earlier, but I just have a microfiber cloth just padded for padding under here, and definitely helps a lot to have some extra padding, especially over the collarbone. The other one is the arm in the sling. You can see here I've got it. This is actually a cycling sleeve that you can just slip over your forearm, and that helps a lot. I had a lot of irritation just where my arm was rubbing the sling here. So a sleeve over your sling arm is super helpful to keep that from getting irritated. All right, just to go over taking off and putting on the sling, I like to do it seated. That way I can have my arm in my lap supported. So yeah, basically take off the Velcro, take off the waist strap, and then what I like to do is put the shoulder strap over my head, and that way you can avoid dealing with the buckle when you're putting it back on. And here you can see I'm using just a cut-off sleeve of an old work shirt. I found that biking sleeve was a little too tight, so it actually constricted my upper arm and caused some swelling, so I don't recommend that. Just a cut-off sleeve from an old shirt is perfect. Put your arm carefully back in. Then if you're lucky, you can reach around and grab the waist strap. Put your shoulder pad in place, and then you can just tuck under and get your shoulder strap over your head. And strap it back in place. That's about all there is to it. All right, guys, wanted to just show my setup here for sleeping. This is what I came up with. I got a cooler here set up high so I can reach it from the bed. And in the cooler, I can pop this, and I've got my ice packs ready to go in there, so I can just reach from the bed for the ice. So basically, I've got the wedge pillow, works pretty well, and then I've got a separate pillow on the side to keep my arm from sliding out the side. So I pretty much just go like that, slide in, and then I got the arm supported over here. Works pretty well. And this is pretty much sleep position. Took a lot of getting used to because I'm one who tends to roll around a lot, sleep on my side a lot, but you're pretty much going to be staying on your back. You can sleep on your opposite side of your sling with a bunch of pillows to brace and everything, but I didn't find that's a comfortable way to go. So this is what I came up with. So you can see with the cooler here, it's pretty easy to just open that right from here, reach in, grab my ice pack, grab my little rag, put over, protect your shoulder, and yeah, then I can just ice right from here. Get that set up. With the pillow on the side, it's pretty nice because that'll kind of hold stuff so the ice pack isn't sliding off the side. And then yeah, ice away. Other things to think about are just like where your side table is and how accessible things are to reach, that you just want to be able to reach everything just with one hand. I got my water here, put your meds there, whatever, and yeah, of course I got my ice packs right there next to me. So all right, so everybody's case is probably going to be different, but for me, they gave me exercises to do starting day one, just to get your arm out of the sling, get some movement started, and yeah, keep those muscles working. They also added shoulder circles, forward and back. And shoulder shrugs, pulling your shoulders back. These arm pendulums are tricky because you're really supposed to have your arm completely relaxed and use only your body to make your arm swing. And then also swinging this way. Again, not moving your arm at all and just letting it pendulum. I might not be doing it quite correctly. Hey guys, so I'm just gonna do one final update. So I am on day 20. So just finishing the 3rd week of recovery, and I'm in my temporary sling right here that I got when I first got injured. Got my sling washed just now, so that's drying. And I thought I'd share just a couple things. So I've got my 3rd PT visit tomorrow, and we'll probably still be just doing passive range of motion exercises. So where I'm at with that is, I'll demonstrate with my left hand. So we did external rotation. I was very limited. I had about 30 degrees was my limit on external rotation, is this movement. Internal is this way. I can do complete internal rotation all the way to my chest. Abduction was this way, which I could do about 80 degrees on that, just shy of 90 on that one. And then extension is this way. And I had a full 90 degrees on the end of the session for extension. So it'll be interesting to see how those numbers change. Hopefully I can get a lot more movement on the passive range of motion, and we'll see if they give me any more exercises. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope somebody found this helpful. I will be doing another video somewhere around week 4, which supposedly is kind of when things really start progressing with recovery. So I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.